Welcome friends. Today in this live stream we will be building a material YouTube subscribe button. So you can see this is the end product that we will be building here. There will be a simple subscribe button. Basically, if you click this button, this animation will take place and the subscriber counter will go with one subscriber up. So you will see it increases from 241 to 242. Again, if I click it, it will unsubscribe it. So basically it's a YouTube subscribe button, red color subscribe button. It has a logo inside it and a text. So basically if I click it, it will have this nice animation effect here, and it will increase the count from the subscriber count to 241 to 242. You can customize this accordingly. So we will be looking at how to do this process step by step. So if you are new on the channel, please consider subscribing it and also hit the notification bell icon. So let me just wait for the viewers to join in. So guys, we will build this YouTube subscribe button. You can see on your screen. So let's get started by building this YouTube subscribe button in simple HTML5, CSS3 and JavaScript. So simply you will need a simple index.html file. So I am using Visual Studio Code text editor. So basically here I will change the title, material, SVG, YouTube subscribe button in HTML5, CSS3 and JavaScript. So it is a material based SVG button. So let me also change the title. So first of all guys, like the stream. If you are new to it, let me change the title so that the title is changed. So first of all, we will have a simple button here. So we will have a container class. So inside this container class, we will have a href tag which will have the subscribe button class attached to it. So this href will go to, so we will have inside this data count variable. So data count, data dash count. So this will be equal to any value of your choice. You can give any value, let's suppose 241, or I give less, suppose 100. So this is the number of subscribers that you have. So inside this href tag, we will have the SVG button. So in order to declare SVG tag here inside HTML, you just write SVG. So this is kind of graphics inside SVG. How to maximize my Ezoic revenue? Some question is asking here. So Ezoic, you need to place placeholders inside your website. There is a Chrome extension inside Ezoic. So just search for Ezoic Chrome extension and try to install this extension from this. I have already installed it. So after installing it, you just need to place the placeholders, maximize the placeholders, and then you can place advertisements in this scenario. So in this way, you can maximize the EPMB and the number of ads which are appearing on the website. So this is the way. So now we will concentrate of the button here. So inside this SVG, we need to declare inside a G tag. So this is a G tag. So here we will have the rectangle tag. So we will give it a class of rectangle class. So this will be equal to plus underscore underscore, and then we will say line 1, and we also have the width property of the SVG button. So width should be 2, height property also, which is 12. So this is the height and the width of the button, and the x coordinate which is equal to 5, and the y coordinate will be equal to 0. So this is for the rectangle one. And similarly we will have the second rectangle. Basically if you open this in browser, you can see now it is drawing the button here. You will see one line is written. So in similar fashion we will, which payout method is best for Ezoic? I will say that Payoneer is the best payout method. I get the payments through Payoneer. So you just need to create an account on Payoneer. Second is PayPal. So PayPal is, I will not recommend it. PayPal takes so much charges. So Payoneer is a great option. So these are the two platforms through which Ezoic releases the payments. So again, we will design the second rectangle here, which is again rectangle. We will have the class plus underscore underscore, this time line 2, and we will have the width property again. So width property will be 12, height in this case will be 2, x coordinate will be 0, and y coordinate will be 5. So again, if you refresh it, let me also close this rectangle tag. So you will see now we have this plus sign here, which is which will be there on the subscribe button. So basically we have drawn this plus sign using SVG tag inside HTML. So basically this is the code by which you can design a plus sign. So this is the two rectangles which we have written. This is the first rectangle vertical wise and the horizontal type. So these are the two rectangles that we have. After doing this, we need to have the span tag after the SVG end. We need to have the span tag. Inside the span tag, we will give it a class of subscribe text class. So we will all style these classes inside the CSS. So we will say subscribe. That's it. So now if I refresh the application, so two people are watching the stream. So if you are new to the channel, please hit the like stream, please hit the like button and also subscribe the channel. So you can see that our button is kind of ready. So let me just paste this HTML code here and try to explain you what is happening. So let me paste it. So you will see this is all the HTML that you need here. Simply at the end of this live stream, I will give the source code, full link of this source code. So inside this, we are drawing this. If I again open this, so we will see this plus sign appearing here. So now we need to write the style sheet. So for writing the style sheet, we will have one other file here, which is link relative style sheet, and href will be equal to style.css. So we need to make this file inside the same directory. So style.css. So inside this we will write our CSS code. So first of all, we will target the body and we will change the font family to Roboto. This is the font, and Helvetica, Arial, and sans serif. So if you just refresh it now, after this we just need to change the font size as well, 14 pixel, and font weight will be normal. And now we will target the container class that we have given inside this. You can see this is a container class, so we are targeting through this dot symbol. Dot is for class, dot container, and simply we need to give it a margin of 140 pixel, and then the in order to center it we will say auto, and the width of the button will be 200 pixel. So after this we will now target the class subscribe dash button, which we have given to the button here. So if you see here, we have given this class to the button, which is this anchor tag, which is subscribe button. Basically we will style the button here. So we will style the position to be relative. So we will give it a padding of 10 pixel and 18 pixel. We will change the font family to be inherit, and then we will change the font size also to be inherit. So inherit means that it will take the global style which is mentioned here. Font size is mentioned 14 pixel and font family is mentioned this. So inherit is basically the kind of a children, and font weight is 500. So in this case the font weight will be 500. Text transform will be uppercase, so all the characters will be in uppercase characters. We will change the color of the text to be white. We will change the background color will be this E80000. This is a reddish color. So now if you now to refresh it, hopefully this should have some kind of refresh. You can see if you now refresh it, this is a plus sign, and this is a button which is quite ready. Here you will see text is white and the background color is red. So we are just making this. Thanks for your answers. So if you are watching it for the very first time, guys, so please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well if you are liking this content. So after this, after providing the background color, we need to remove the border. So we can use the border property and initialize it to none. And then we will have the border radius property, and this will be equal to 3 pixel. And we will change the cursor to be pointer. So basically whenever I point to it, the cursor value will change here. So let me just see. You can see now it will changing to the pointer position. So you will see after this we need to apply the box shadow. Box shadow will be equal to 0, 2 pixel, 4 pixel, RGBA, so red green blue alpha, and this will be 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0.16. This is for the opacity, which is transparency. And then you need to put a comma, and then again 0, 1 pixel, 2 pixel, and then RGBA. So this time this will be 0 comma 0 comma 0 and then 0.1. So this is your box shadow. So now if you refresh it, it will have some box shadow effect. You will see now, you can just see the button is raised here. You will see that. So this is your button, and now we will apply some transition. So now to apply some transition, we have the transition property inside the CSS. So we will say we will apply to the background, also to the box shadow. Transition duration will be, this will be about 0.2 second. So after this, guys, so whenever the button is active, so subscribe button. So whenever it is active, there is a pseudo class. This is the pseudo class, CSS pseudo class. We will change the background to this color, which is hash DE0000. So this is again a reddish color, and the box shadow will be 0, 3 pixel, 8 pixel, RGBA, and this will be 0 comma 0 comma 0, 0.2 for the opacity, and then again put a comma, 0, 1 pixel, 4 pixel, and then RGBA, and then again we will say 0 comma 0 comma 0, 0.14. That's it. So just put a semicolon here. So if you now refresh it, so now you can see if I click it, the background color changes. So up till now, guys, if you have any sort of problem, you can ask in the comment section. So now we will apply some more styles here to it. So first of all, what we need to do is that if you copy paste the styling here, now you can see that guys, our button is quite ready. So this is the styling which is applied to it. You can customize this styling. You can change the width property. Let's suppose I change this to 24. So width of the button is changing here. You will see that if I change this to 245, so now you can see it has changed to, so let me reset to 12 pixel. So this is our button basically. If you click it, the counter doesn't change. So now to change the counter, so if I click the subscribe button, I need to change this counter to 242. So to change this, it is quite simple. You need to write some JavaScript for this. So for writing this, you simply need to go to index.html and have the script tag script.js. So in the same directory, just make a script.js file. And inside this, what we need to do is that we need to simply write the function. When we click this subscribe button, we need to change this value. We need to increase this value from 240 to 241. So if you see the value which is there, the value, let me change this to 100. You can see if I need to click this, I need to change this value. So now to change this value, it is very simple. What we need to do is that inside this JavaScript file, we need to write some uh, JavaScript. So first of all, we will get the reference to the subscribe button. So we have given the ID to it, or I think we have given the class. You can see we have given this class which is subscribe button. So we can get using document.query selector subscribe button. After getting its reference, what we need to do is that we need to bind a event listener. So and also just create a subscribed class here which is equal to subscribed. So we have this subscribed class inside our, you can see this subscribed class we have written the style sheet for it. So we need to dynamically insert this class whenever we click the button. So we will say subscribe button dot add event listener. So when we click this button, we need to execute this function. It will have the e parameter, and inside this, first of all, we need to prevent the auto submission of the form like this. And then we need to execute this function which we will make, which is toggle subscribed. And now we need to make this function toggle subscribed. So toggle make basically means that we will subscribe, we will unsubscribe. So inside this we will have this text variable, and after that we will get the value of the number of subscribers of the button by simply subscribe button dot data set dot count. So basically what this it will return this value. You will see data dash count, it will return this value 100. So basically if I alert this value count, so hopefully it will return this value. So Two people are watching the stream. So if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing the channel. So now if I click button, you will see 100 will be returned to me because 100 is written here. So we are successfully getting this value. So now we simply need to increase this value by 1. So now to increase this value, we will say if we will check for the class. So if subscribe button, and now to check for dynamically, we will use the class list method which is there in pure JavaScript, and dot contains, and here we will just type the class name which is subscribed class. Subscribed class name is subscribed, you will see that. So basically it is saying that if the class is already present, then we don't need to increase the value. So in this if condition, we will say if the class is already present, then we will remove the class first of all from the button, subscribe button. To remove this, it is very simple. Subscribe button that class list dot remove, and then we will remove this class which is subscribed class. And also we will decrease the value of count. So count will be equal to count minus 1. That's it. Whatever is the value, we will decrease the value by 1 if the class is already present. So if the class is not present, then we know that this button is not pressed. Now we need to first of all add this class which is subscribe button dot class list dot add subscribed class, and also we need to increase the value of count by 1. That's it. So now hopefully also we need to change the value. So basically what will happen now, if I refresh the, if I click subscribe, you will see the class will change and this nice animation will take place. If I once again hit this, it will change to red. You will see this is kind of a toggle feature, but the numbering is not changing. It is not increasing by 1. It is not decreasing as well. So now to do this, we also need to update this stuff also. So for now updating this, it is very easy. We will just need to write a simple line of code which is subscribe button dot query selector, and inside this we have the class called as subscribe text. If I show you, this contains a subscribe text span tag inside this, you will see that. So the value is 100, so we need to change this value. Query selector subscribe text dot inner HTML is equal to text. So you can see that is equal to text, and subscribe count, and what is subscribe button dataset dot count is equal to count. And also guys, what we need to do is that when we click the unsubscribe button, we also need to change the value of text to again subscribe. And when we click the subscribe button, we need to change the value to subscribed. So basically when you go to YouTube, you subscribe a channel, then the value changes to subscribed. And when you unsubscribe it, it again changes the value to subscribe. So we need to change these values and accordingly update the value. That's it. Now if you refresh the application, hopefully you will see the result. If I refresh it, now you can see the values changed here from, you can see, oh, I think it is increasing really quickly. Let me see what is the problem. I also need to, yes, uh, what I need to do is that toggle subscribed function, if alert, if alert is nothing, in that case We need to window dot set interval toggle subscribed 1000 means here 1 second. So we continuously want to run this function just to check. You will see. So this is the application, guys. So I think some kind of a problem is there. Let me copy paste the correct code here. Let me see why it was. I think it was just typing mistake. Let me see here. Oh, sorry. This needs to be count minus minus and count plus plus. After you do this, this is your button. Click subscribe. You can see that. This is a subscribe button, guys. We have so your channel has been monetized. Yeah, my channel has been monetized. And if you guys, if you're watching it for the very first time, then please consider subscribing the channel. And thanks very much for watching this stream, live stream.